हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम चंदा है और मैं आपके साथ जो चैप्टर 1 मैंने फ़िलहाल फर्स्ट वीडियो में लिखा बनाया था और आज मैं द 5 AM क्लब का सेकंड वीडियो बना रही हूँ आपके सामने। और चैप्टर 2 है मेरा द डेली फिलॉसफी ऑन बिकम लेजेंडरी। ओके, मैं आपको रीड करके बताऊंगी और इसका समरी भी बताऊंगी। तो पूरा वीडियो देखने के लिए आपको मेरा पूरा वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा। पूरा चैप्टर पढ़ने के लिए मेरे साथ मेरा पूरा वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा। तो चलिए लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। तो a daily philosopher on become legendary do not allow you fire to go out, spark by irreplaceable spark in the hopeless spam of the not quite, the not yet, and the not at all. Do not let the hero is your soul perish in lonely frustration for the life you deserve and have never been able to reach. The wood you desire can be won. Its exists, it is real, it is possible, it is yours. And it's written by Aryan Rudd. And the chapter started now. He was a speaker of the finest kind, a genius spill builder, nearly the end of a favorable career, and now in his elite he had become revered throughout the world as a grandmaster of inspiration, a legend of leadership, and a sincere statesman helping everyday people realize their greatest gift. It is culture filled with vi- vol- volatility, uncertainty, and insecurity. The spell builder even draw stadium size number of human beings who longer not only to lead masterfully filled with creativity, productivity, and prosperity, but also to exist in a way that passionately evaluate humanity, so that at the end they would feel comfortable, confident they had left a wonderful legacy and made their mark on the generation that would follow. This man's work was unique. It blended insight that fortified that warrior within our character with ideas that honor the soulful poet who resides inside the heart. His messaging showed ordinary individuals how to succeed at the highest level of the business real yet reclaim the magic of a life richly lived. So we return to the sense of awake we once knew before a head and cold world placed our natural genius into bondage by an ocre of complexity, superficiality, and technological distraction. Through the spell builder was till his advanced year left him slightly bent over. At the walk the platform he stepped carefully yet gracefully. A precisely filtered charcoal grey suit with soft white pinstrip gave him an elegant look, and a pair of blue tinted eyeglasses added just the right amount of cold. Life too short to play small with your talents. The spell builder spoke to the room of thousand. You were born into the opportunity as well as the responsibility to become legendary. You have been built to achieve masterwork level project designed to realize unusually important pursuit and constructed to be a force for good on time tiny plant. You have it in your to reclaim sovereignty over your pre- primal greatness in the civilization that has become fairly uncivilized, to resort your nobility in a noble community where the majority shop for nice shoes and acquire expensive things yet rarely invest in a better self. Your personal leadership required no demands that you stop being a cyber zombie, relentless attract to digital device and restructure your life to model mastery, explanatory deficiency, and reclaim the self-centeredness that keep good people limited. The great women and men of the world were all giver, not taker. Then announced the common deduction that those who accumulate the most win. Instead, do work that are heroic, that stature your marketplace by the quantity of its ordi- originality as well as from the helpfulness is provided. While you do so, my recommendation is that you also create in a private life strong in ethical reach with marvelous beauty and in yielding when it's come to the protection of your inner place. That, my friend, is how you soar with the angel and walk alongside the gods. The spell builder paused. He drew in a glump of air as big as a mountain. His breath grew strained and made a hissing noise as he inhaled. He looked down at his stylish back boots that had been polished up to a metallic grade. Those in the front row saw a single tear drizzle down the time warm yet once handsome face. His gaze remained downward. His silence was thunderous, and the spell builder appeared unsteady. After a series of stressful moments that had some in the audience shifting in their seats, the spell builder put down the microphone he had been holding in his left hand. With his free hand, he tenderly reached into a pocket of his trouser and pulled out a crisply folded line hand and the cursive her whipped his creak. Each of you has a call of your lives. Every one of your carries as instinct of excellence within your spirit. No one in this room needed to stay foreign in average and scum of the mess. Mediocre craftization of behavior evident in society along with the collective deprofessionalization of business so a part in industry limitation is nothing more than a mentality that too many good people practice daily until they believe its reality. It breaks my heart to see so many potential powerful human being stuck in a story about why they can't be extraordinary professionally and personally. You need to remember that your excuse are reducer, your fear are liar, and your doubt were thrives. Many nodded, a few clapped, the many more applauded. I understand you, I really do, continued the spell builder. I know you have had some difficult time in your life. You all have. I get that you might be feeling things haven't turned out the way you thought they would when you were a little kid full of fear, desire, and wonder. You didn't plan on each day looking the same, did you? In a job that might be some smoothing your soul, dealing with stressful worries and endless responsibility that stiff your originalities and steal your energy, lusting after uni important pursuit and hungry for the instant fulfillment of travel desire, often driven by a technology that enslaves us instead of liberty us, living the same week a few thousand times of calling it a life. I need to tell you that too too many among us. A second, that is the problem of camera. So okay, I can't see clearly. You can? Of course not. Yes. So just started. I need to tell you that too many among us die at dirty and the burden of illity. So I do get you. Your hope thing would be different, more interesting, more exciting, more fulfilling, special, and magical. The spellbinder voice trembler as he spoke these last words. He struggled a breath for an instant. A look of concern caused his brawn to crinkle. Sat down on a cream-colored chair that had been carefully placed at the side of the stage by one of his assistants. And yes, I am aware that there are also many in this room who are currently leading lives your love. You are epic success in the world, fulfilling on your game and enriching your families and community with an electricity that border on otherworldly. Nice work, bravo. And yet you too have experienced season who have been lost in the freezed and dangerous valley of darkness. You too have known the collapse of your creative magnificence as well as your productivity uh, immense into a tiny circle of comfortableness, fearfulness, and numberness that bitter that the mention of ministry and reservoir of bravery inside of you. You too have been disappointed by the barren winter of a life weekly lived. You too, you have dimmed many of you most inspired childhood dreams. You too have been hurt by people you trusted. You too have had your ideal destroyed. You too have had your innocent heart devastated, living your life decimated like a ruined country after ambitious foreign invaded infiltrated it. The cavernous conference hell was survivably still. No matter where you are on the pathway of your life, please don't let the pain of an imperfect past hinder the glory of your fabulous future. It let the pain of your imperfect path hinder the glory of your fabulous future. You are so much more powerful than you may currently understand. Splendid victories and outright blessing are coming your way, and you are exactly where you need to be a receive the growth necessarily. Ouch. you exactly where you needed to receive the growth necessary for you to lead the unusual productivity, STEM, prodigious, and exceptionally influential life that you have earned through your harassed trial. Nothing is wrong at this moment, even if it feel like everything falling apart. If you since your life mess right now, this is simply because your fear and are just a little stronger than you faith. With practice, you can turn down the volume of the voice of your scared self and increase the tone of your most triumphant side. The truth is that every challenging event you have experienced, each toxic person that you have encountered, and all the trial you have endured have been perfect preparation to make you into the person that you know are. You needed this lesson to active the treasure, talent, and power that are now awaking within you. Nothing was an accident, zero was a waste. You are definitely exactly where you need to be to be beginning the life of your most supreme desire, one that can make you our empire builder along with the world challenger and perhaps even a story maker. This all sound easy, but it is lot harder is reality. Shouted a man is in a red baseball camp seated in the fifth row. He sported grey t-shirt and ripped jeans, the type you can buy torn at your local shopping mall. Through this outburst could be seem disrespectful, the beat of the participation voice and his body language displayed genius admiration of the spill builder. I agree with you, you wonderful human being responsible that spill builder his grace influencing all participate and his voice mm, sounding somewhat stronger as he stood up for his chair. Ideal are worth nothing useless unless abeg by application. The smartest of implementation is always worth more than the guardest of intention. And if being an amazing person and developing a legendary life was easy, everyone would be doing it. Now what I mean? Sure, dude, replied the man in the red cap as he rubbed his lower lip with a finger. Society has sold us a series of mistruths. The spill builder continue the pleasure is payable to the terrifying yet majestic fact that all possibility required hard work, regular in reinventions, and a dedication as deep as the sea to leave our harbor of safety daily. I believe that the seduction of complacency and as easy life is 100 times more brutal and ultimately that than a life where you go all in and take. So, next para. An, un, an unquarable stand for our brightest dream. World class being where you comfortable zone end in a rule the successful, the influenced, and the happiest. Always remember the man nodded. Group of people in the audience were doing the same. From a young age, we are programmed into thinking that moving through life loyal to the value of mystery, ingenuity, and decency should need little effort. And so, if the road gets through and requires some practice, we think we are on the wrong path. Commented the spell builder as we gripped the arm of the wooden chair and folded his thin frame into the seat again. We are encouraged a culture of soft, weak, and delicate people who can't keep promises, who build on commitment, and who quiet on their inspiration the moment the smallest obstacle shows up. The orator then signed loudly. Harder is good, real greatness, and the realization of your inherited genius is meant to be a difficult sport. Only those devoted enough to go to the fairly edge to their highest limit will expend them, and the suffering that happen along the journey of materialization, your special power, strongest ability, and the most inspiring ambition is one of the largest source of human satisfaction. A major key to happiness and internal place is knowing you have done whatever it took to earn your reward, and personalities invested the effortful audacity to become your best. Jazz legend Millis Davis stretched himself ferocious past of the normal his field knew to full exploit his magnificent potential. Michelangelo sacrificed enormously mentally, emotionally, physically, and spirituality as he produced his awesome art. Rose Park, a simple stream straight with outstanding courage, endured burnt humiliation where she was arrested for not giving up her seat and on a segregated bus. Ignity, the civil rights movement, clearless, divine, demonstrated the kind of resolve that curiosity demands of studying. Bernal, yes, Bernal's your 8 long years as he formulated his farm theory of evolution. This kind of dedication to the opportunity of expertise would not be labeled as a crazy by the majority is our modern world that spent huge amount of his replaceable lifetime watching stream of selfies and the breakfast of selfies and breakfast of virtual friend and violent video game noted that spell builder as he pre-read around the hell as is committed to looking each of the attending straight in the eyes. Spen King worked as a high school writing teacher and in an industrial laundry becomes selling curries. The novel that made his famous The Aging Presenter continue. Oh, and please now that king was so discouraged by the rejection and denial that he threw the manuscript he's wrote in his rundown trailer into the garbage, sun- sounding surrounding to the struggle. It was only when his wife Thambita discovered the work while her husband was aware weaved of his cigarette asked read the book and then told his author that it was brilliant that King submitted it for publication. Even then his advance for had hardcover right was a Plantry $2,500. Are you serious? Murdered a woman scared near the stage. She wore a lush green hat with a big scaled feather sinking out of it, and was clearly content with marching to her own drum beat. I am said that Spill Builder, and while Vincent van Gogh created 900 paintings and over 1000 drawings in his lifetime, his celebrity started after his death. His drive to produce was not inspired by the ego, ego fuel of popular applause, but by a visceral instinct that entitled him to see just how much of his creative power he would unlock, no matter how hardship he had to endure. Becoming legendary in never easy, but I did prefer that journey to the heartbreak of being stuck it ordinary that so many potential heroic people deal with constantly. Architects, the spell builder family. Anyway, let me simple say that the place where your greatest discomfort lies is also the spot where your largest opportunity lives. The belief that disturb you, the feeling that threaten you, the project that unnerves you, and the unfoldment of your talent, that the insecure part of you is resisting and precisely where you need to go. Oh, lean deeply towards this doorway into your bigness as a creative producer, seeker of personal freedom and possibility, and then embrace these beliefs, feelings, and project quickly instead of struggling your life in a way that designed to dismiss them. Waking into the life thing that scare how is how you reclaim your forgotten power, and how you get back the inconvenience inconvenience and awake your lost after childhood. Suddenly the spell builder started to cough mildly at first, then violent- violently, like he did been possible possessed by a demon hell bent on revenge. In the wings, a man in a black suit as a aggressive crew cut spoke into a mouthpiece, struck discretive into his shirt craft. The light began to flicker, then dim. A few audience members who were located near the platform stood unsure of what to do. A uniquely pretty woman with her chair in a crepe bun and clenched smile and a tight black dress with the embroideries, white collar rushed up the metal staircase that the spill builder had ascend- ascended at the beginning of his talk. She cries a phone in one hand and as one notebook is another. Her red high heels made a chuck, click, chuck sound as she raced toward her employer. Yet the woman was too late. The spill builder crumbed to the floor like a punch drunk boxer with a large heart but weak skill in the final round of one's glorious career that we should have ended many year earlier. The old presenter lay still, a tiny river of blood escaped for a cut of his head sustained on his fall. His glasses sat next to him, and handkerchief was still in his hand. His once sparkling eyes remained closed. So the chapter ended now, and the summary turned. And the daily philosophy of become legendary summary was: do not allow your fire to go out. spark by replaceable spark in the hopeless spam of the not quite, that not yet, and not at all. Do not let the hero is your soul precises lonely frustration of the life you deserve and have never been able to reach. The would be desire can be won. It's exist, it is real, it is possible, it is yours. Nobody can stop you. Okay? If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. Okay? Then bye.